To our hosts and esteemed guests, our colleagues in the insurance industry, Mr. John S. Chaos, President and CEO of Standard Insurance, Ms. Patricia S. Chaos Chilip, Chairman of the Board, to the officers and board members of Standard Insurance. A wonderful evening to all of you. It is an understatement, to say the least, that 2020 has been a challenging year. The very first month of the year has been marked with the eruption of the Taal volcano, in which our citizens living near the vicinities of Taal and Batangas were greatly affected. Following this is the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, which became one of the greatest challenges of our time. Who would have thought that a small virus, not even visible to the naked eye, will turn our world upside down and change the way we live our lives? For several months, quarantine measures and various safety and health protocols are being imposed nationwide, restricting the mobility of the people so as to contain and prevent the spread of the infectious disease. As if these challenges were not enough, just recently, several typhoons battered our country, affecting our countrymen in the Bicol and Cagayan regions, and even here in Metro Manila. Families were displaced and forced to stay in evacuation centers as the torrential rains submerged their houses into flood. With such predicaments and calamities our country had faced this year, it seems difficult to find something we should be thankful for. But let us not lose hope. The fact that we are able to participate in tonight's celebration in good health is something we should all be grateful for. Gratitude comes a long way. Appreciating the small things and the blessings we have today helps us to stay calm and optimistic, and it inspires us to lend a hand to those who are less fortunate. One thing I've been grateful for is the continuous efforts and cooperation among our regulated entities in the insurance industry. While it is true that our current predicament has had an adverse effect on the performance of the industry, I am still hopeful that together we can make it through. As for our colleagues in Standard Insurance, I am glad to share with you that based on the unaudited statistical reports for the first quarter of 2020, the non-life insurance industry has been faring well so far. Although there is a significant decrease in the total net income of the industry as compared to the same period of last year, the remaining key indicators such as the loss, premium written, assets and investments among others still reflected positive growth. For the first quarter of 2020, the non-life sector has recorded a total net premium amount amounting to 14.4 billion pesos, reflecting a 7% increase as compared to the net premiums recorded in the same period last year. The total assets also climbed by 15%, amounting to 269 billion pesos. On the same note, the total investments of the non-life insurance industry has increased by 12.81%, accounting to a total 116 billion pesos. This is one thing we should all be grateful for. This is a reflection of our collaborated efforts to raise and uphold the industry despite the economic and health crisis we've had in the recent months. Despite the challenges this year, may we all find time to cherish and celebrate this season with our families and loved ones. May the spirit of giving be alive in our hearts and inspire us to extend our help to those afflicted by the recent typhoons. Nevertheless, it is the season of giving and a time to be hopeful. May we all find a spark of hope in our hearts and look forward for a better, brighter year to come. A year that will hail a period of recovery for all of us. To Standard Insurance, thank you for inviting me to partake in tonight's event. Let us have a safe and meaningful celebration of your Broker's Night and Christmas celebration. Thank you to all of you.